I have a Travarius ward in room 4123. 4123. I'd be glad to ring that for you.
Well, when I tried reaching him, the phone hung up on me.
Okay. What's your relationship to this patient?
I'm a concerned citizen that wants to know the reason why the cops can frame him on accusing him of being the one that caused a vehicle to slam into him and bust him up to where he's got $100,000 medical bill right now, where he had lights on the front and the back of his bicycle.
Do you want to call the police and talk to them?
The cops are the ones that I'm calling about. I'm calling him out.
There's nothing we can do about it.
You're under perjury right now. You're swearing this under oath of perjury under 837 of Florida statutes. There's nothing that you can do or will do. Let me explain something to you. You're not just talking to an idiot. You're talking to somebody. I'm a white person. He's a black person that rode a bicycle. Okay? Now, your HIPAA laws are a lie. That's the thing that they used on the veterans to cause the veterans to die in the hospital. There is no HIPAA when it comes to concerns about innocent bicyclists that get raped of their rights, okay?
I'd be glad to transfer, or let me tell you what you can do. You can call the main number at 769-1511 and tell the operator you want to speak to the house supervisor.
Right.
Okay? But I am I'm a part-time person, a low-pay job. I really can't help you.
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you, okay? I am not, don't take this call personally. You still there?
Sure I am.
Okay, number one, I know the hospital uses a lot of volunteers. That's fantastic. But when it comes to them billing the people, their compassion goes out the window. Okay? Now I'm trying to figure this out. I've already called 769-1511. I've already called that number, and I was hung up on. Why?
Well, you need to ask for the house supervisor.
How am I supposed to know that?
I just told you.
I was successfully able to get through to various Lamar Ward, who's busted up looking over $100,000 in the hospital because he was on his bicycle.
What's your relationship to the guy?
I care.
Relationship to the patient?
I care, and that's good enough. I'm a white person. You know how many black people don't even care he's in the hospital, huh? That's my relationship. I care. Ain't that good enough?
All right. I have to put you on hold for one moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
Our team will be Bay Medical Sacred Heart campus. We encourage you to take advantage of our free valet services. Our 3 valet locations are available at the main entrance on 6th Street, by the outpatient center, and at the admissions and registration entrance on 7th Street. Let us make your visit as pleasant as possible by allowing us to take care of your parking needs. At the Family Birth Center at Bay Medical Sacred Heart, we love our new arrivals to help new families prepare for their birth experience. And for caring for a new baby, we offer a free monthly crash course. This all-day class is held on a Saturday, and lunch is provided. To register for the next class, just call 747-6030. Class participants also get a tour of our facility to learn what to expect on delivery day. Look for our billboards throughout the community.
They're tracing my call. They're tracing my phone. That's why they got this thing going on. They're trying to trace my phone. It's a real threat when somebody wants to find out the truth.
Offers the area's most comprehensive heart program, providing nationally recognized quality care. Bay Medical has the best survival rates for heart failure and heart attack in the area and provides the area's only open heart surgery program. In addition, Bay Medical is the only hospital in our region offering minimally invasive robotic heart surgery with more than 200 staff and physicians dedicated to heart care. You know your heart is in the right place at Bay Medical. Bay Medical Center. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Please select. Thank you. The next available agent will be with you. Your call may be recorded. Directory of physicians on our medical staff. This is President Cone.
Yes, I'm trying to get the house supervisor. I guess I was told that's who to call. And I was trying to contact a patient, and because I read about it in the newspapers, and I'm hung up on. Is this normal operation for medical?
It could have been, sir, excuse me. It could have been that you were just disconnected. We have that happen sometimes. I'm sure no one hung up on you. What is the patient's name?
His name is Tavarius Lamar Ward.
W-A-R-D?
Yeah, and his room number is 4123.
And you want me to disconnect you to the room?
Yeah, not disconnect me, connect me.
Available by appointment on weekends at our beach facility.
Well, I was hung up on. It's absolutely amazing. It seems to me like what they do. The government is a great big lie. Here's somebody named Kevin Wood that called 29 times to Warren Davis's office, who was in 12 years rubbing shoulders with all kinds of governors, won't help him out about dirty cops. Here I am, I'm trying to do something on behalf, I'm a white person, and this person is a black person, and I'm trying to do something on behalf of this person who was hit on his bicycle looking over $100,000 worth of hospital bills. Let's not even talking about the bills I'm running up from my phone calls. Well, he was riding his bicycle at Baldwin Road and Highway 77 in Panama City, Florida. Lights in the front and lights in the back on his bicycle, wearing a red jacket. I firmly believe the cops expected him to die. And it's a hell of a lot easier to blame a dead person because they can't speak up on behalf of themselves. Hell of a lot easier than putting the blame on the car, the SUV that hit this bicyclist, Tavarius Lamar Ward. And basically the system of Florida is so corrupt that they've got it to where a private citizen can't even call the Florida governor's office, which you would think that the Florida governor's office would be very interested in dirty cop corruption. But it seems to me like what goes on is, hey, they ain't interested. They'll look for every reason they can to try to help anybody because they're a bunch of liars. And they don't want anybody to have any evidence or proof on it. On top of that, they've got the crooked court system that is designed to protect the dirty cops, designed to protect the public officials who purposely will try and enrage people so they can get them on a charge of where, because it's a third-degree felony to threaten a public official. And this is the reason why they push people's buttons. This is the reason why you can best bet they got their recorders going. They're not going to tell you that. I, in good faith, I've called Florida Department of Law Enforcement. I've called Channel 13, WNBB. I've called Channel 7 in good faith. The state's attorney's office protects somebody who pulled a knife out on me by Danny Cashmere Pipus. Poor Anna Beach is in the grave because I'm sure maybe she might have called the Florida governor's office and begged them, and they said, I'm sorry, you're a private citizen. Even though you private citizens, you pay our salary, you're a private citizen. We don't care about you. So anyway, this is my attempts right here to try. I've already exposed so much corruption, more than any other person probably in the whole United States, probably in the world. I guess I must be getting a big head. I thank my Maker that I open my mouth on behalf of other people. Not just for myself, yeah, but for other people too. I try to speak on behalf of other people. Here Warren Davis has been 12 years been answering the phone for the governor. I wonder how many times he's hung up on people. I wonder how many times has he given runarounds and lied and everything like that. But he ain't never met anybody who knows more laws than him. He ain't never met anybody that, notice that he used this rude interruption technique that is a common technique of cops to take and interrupt you while you're trying to explain. They know a lot of people are going to have a hot head, and they're going to get pissed off. And they're hoping that they're going to use the facts are that this person did not intend on cussing anybody out. They're not used to having anybody who can keep their head about them. Here's how corrupt the laws are in the state of Florida. 943.13 Section 8 of Florida statutes. It's only a lousy second-degree misdemeanor for a cop to lie to get their job. And then let's talk about 839.16 of the Florida statutes, where fraud in a court drawing a jury is only a second-degree misdemeanor. So when it comes to them, it's a slap on the wrist. But when it comes to the citizens who are being clearly entrapped under Florida Statute 77.7201 of the Florida statutes, and they happen to know the laws better than the people who are answering the phone. And I shut him down, and I proved to him that I'm not talking to him at his home. And then on top of that, you've got a great American who's gone out of his way, doesn't have to help out anybody. A United States American Air Force captain, I'm sure he's got a fine retirement. He don't have to help out anybody. He could live out the rest of his days not getting involved with anybody. And I'm sure he's got a great check coming in, and I'm glad for him. 29 times he called and didn't help him out one time. So all I can do, in the Bible it says, he who endures to the end. I pray to God that my Maker will allow me, no matter how much suffering I got to go through this life. All I want to hear from my Maker is three things. I want to hear all the